Hey guys, what's up? So a few days ago I did make a video about Francis Bacon's year of birth potentially being a year sooner than what the normal history books say, because we know the guy's a mystery, right? I mean, his death is certainly a mystery, and his mother and his whole parentage is a mystery. I mean, he was the son of Queen Elizabeth I. He was a Tudor, and Nicholas Bacon was just his adopted dad. Anyway, there's a whole conspiracy with that, but if Francis Bacon had been born in 1560, January 22nd, instead of 1561, January 22nd, then we would have like basically half of our birth charts would be identical. So I was like, oh, I got to post a video about it. But a lot of the history books in his biography say he was born 1560/61 because back then the calendar was different and they didn't have the New Year's until March 25th in the 1500s. So it was technically 1560 January 22nd in their history books, but to us it would have been January 1561. Anyway, so if he was actually born the real 1560 January 22nd, that'd be amazing because it would be Sun Aquarius, Mars in Aries, Jupiter Pisces, Mercury Pisces, and Venus in Capricorn. Okay, like that's a good number of planets. So if y'all see anything, if y'all can find that Francis Bacon was born 1560, let me know, because that'd be pretty sweet. I do have this collection here of my Baconiana books, and these are awesome. I got it off Amazon for maybe 10-ish, less than 10 each, but these are all the little mini journals. Let's see, this one was 1917. So when this one was written. This is 1902, y'all. I love my old stuff. 1913, 14. So anyway, these are the Baconians doing their thing, and I'm actually in the process of joining the Francis Bacon Society, but it's in England, so I just have to, pay in PayPal or something like that, and then I'll be in the society, whatever that means. They did see some of my videos, and they were impressed with some of the Shakespeare Bacon similarities. But again, all my stuff is just, looking at other stuff and posting it. But yeah, anyway, in Freemasonry, the very first Freemason was St. Albans, like in the year 287, I believe, which is the gematria of Frau Rosie Cross, something very important in the Bacon ciphers. But anyway, Francis Bacon is known literally as St. Albans. So it's weird that the official history of Freemasonry says the first Freemason was St. Albans, but some people believe that's fake. Some people think that is just a front for the true origin of Freemasonry was Francis Bacon. Because he even talks about the wisdom of the ancients. There's a whole essay that Bacon has called The Wisdom of the Ancients. So he's very aware of all the kind of symbolism that these first societies, made. Anyway, not right now. Shh. No. Because I said so. Anyway, if you want to ever go to a skeptic regarding the Shakespeare Bacon thing, the first thing you should mention is Shakespeare's handwriting. Okay? If the so-called greatest writer of the English language wrote the best tragedies and comedies of all time, why was his signature look like the scribblings of a left-handed 5-year-old? I mean, it's literally like he wrote it with his toe or something. Why would the greatest English writer have terrible handwriting? It's not even handwriting. It's like illegible. Okay, so that's one thing you need to mention to skeptics. The second thing is ask them, what is Shakespeare's hometown? Oh, Stratford? Okay, how many times is that mentioned in the Shakespeare plays? Oh, 0? Okay. Well, what is Francis Bacon's hometown? St. Albans? Oh, how many times is that mentioned in the plays? Over 20 times. Okay, so as far as personal life and personal reference, that makes a lot more sense that the author would put his wherewithal in the plays versus some guy with no education. Okay, so I mean, you can believe it's the Earl of Oxford or whoever else, but to me it's Francis Bacon and company. Okay, he was the primary editor, and Henry Neville and all those other people definitely helped and stuff like that, and Ben Jonson. But here's one of the smoking guns as well. Let me get this out there. Ben Jonson, he said in regards to Shakespeare that he was... Here, I need to go to my actual Instagram to get this post because I do not have photographic memory, sadly. La-di-da. I'm trying to find the right post, y'all. He said the exact same thing of Shakespeare that he did of Francis Bacon. And yes, I'm not kidding. He wrote a thing for Shakespeare, and he wrote a thing for Francis Bacon. Okay, and the things are the exact identical thing. Hey, that was my cat, I think. Sorry, I'm looking at it right now. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't prepared. La-di-da. La-di. I wish y'all can see what I'm looking at. My Instagram is so fascinating. Oh my jeez. Sorry, maybe I'll have to edit this part. Here we go. Okay. So Ben Jonson said of Shakespeare, "Leave thee alone, for the comparison of all that is insolent Greece or haughty Rome, sent forth or since did from their ashes come." And then Ben Jonson, in his Discoveries, published in 1641, writing of Francis Bacon, he said, "But his learned and able, though unfortunate successor, is he, i.e. Bacon, who hath filled up all numbers, and performed that in our tongue, which may be compared or preferred either to insolent Greece or haughty Rome." Those 5 words used in the same order for different people by Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson said Shakespeare was of all that insolent Greece and haughty Rome, or haughty Rome. And then Francis Bacon, he mentions insolent Greece or haughty Rome. So there, that's another smoking gun. Oh yeah, and the Northumberland manuscript, which literally is since Francis Bacon's possessions, and it has William Shakespeare, Francis Bacon's name, Richard III, Henry Neville, all that stuff. Okay, so any Stratfordians out there who think Shakespeare is legit, they need to use logic. Okay, they need to stop living in myth, just like the Christians need to know Christmas is pagan. Astrologers need to know that the Bible can be real as well as astrology, and the Stratfordians need to know Shakespeare is not anywhere near qualified enough to have written the plays that his name is associated with. And Will Shakespeare never once spelled his name Shakespeare. As it was spelled in 1623, the first folio, Shakespeare died 1616 and never once spelled his name like that. There was no E in the middle. It was always Shakespeare, and there was no E at the end. Anyway, the list goes on. Take it easy.